The Association of Applied Biologists aims to communicate on subjects within applied biology through its conference programme and through a number of published journals. We also promote the scientific interests of our members, and we help young scientists develop their careers. We organise this conference to coincide with the end of a number of projects which have been funded by the European Union, so we held the conference in Brussels. We wanted to attract an international audience, and we're extremely pleased that we had speakers from around the world, including the United States, from Brazil, from India, and of course from across Europe.
I'm here to attend Biomass and Bioenergy conference for two reasons. One is to update myself on the scientific findings on bioenergy crops, and also to communicate to the scientific world that there are other ways of producing bioenergy crops such as agroforestry.
I had a very generous offer to come and share about what was happening in the United States around biomass, and I also saw it as a wonderful opportunity to come and hear about what was going on in Europe and in other parts of the world with both biomass and biomass energy crops.
We've been working in this project on improving logistics for biomass supplies from energy crops. I'm here at the conference to present the results of Logistec, a project funded by the European Union I've been coordinating for the past 3 years.
I've been working with bioenergy since 2001, working towards developing plants for energy with increasing yields. And more recently we started looking at sustainability aspects, and it's been a great opportunity to see so much development and so many different people talking about issues and solutions for bioenergy.
I've seen a lot of progress in the field. I've seen it going up and down, and I want to hear what the latest is, wherever people are with the various issues to do with bioenergy at the moment. I think there are a lot of important issues still to address, and the conference is addressing a lot of those issues.
I think these conferences are really important as a way for academics and industry to meet and discuss what's going on within the industry and within the research community, and make sure that we're all going in the same direction.
The Sustainable Development Goals have been recently announced. So now, for the first time, probably the policy maker will be looking at the developments in the area of bioenergy and biofuel crops.
We are coming close to the Paris Conference on Climate Change, and it's becoming very clear that bioenergy will have a very important role in decreasing emissions, and science and scientists have to convey better what the knowledge is and what we have learned in the recent years.
Bioenergy at the moment is struggling for a whole variety of reasons. I think there's competition from other sources of energy now. It's had a lot of issues thrown at it to do with sustainability. So we need to really understand why bioenergy isn't being deployed at a much higher rate.
You know, none of these systems are going to move forward unless there are partnerships and collaboration. None of us can do them on our own, and these conferences are great opportunities to build those partnerships and networks.
I really enjoyed the conference. I met some really interesting people and also learned a lot about the latest research and ideas being discussed.
The main issues we discussed here involved first the uptake of energy crops in the landscape in Europe. Another big issue is how these crops affect land use and ecosystem services in general.
My take-home point is that scientists are still concerned about the food and fuel issues, whereas the world has moved on, and there are talks about how both food and fuel can be produced simultaneously.
I think multifunctionality is an essential way to move these systems forward. We need to get more than one value out of land that we use, and an opportunity to do that with biomass crops is to grow a crop that produces the biomass for renewable energy, but also addresses other issues, whether it be remediating a site, addressing nutrient movement off-site, or something like using them to grow as living snow fences.
There's a lot of strong messages coming out of alternatives like solar, like wind, but bioenergy doesn't get much visibility, and scientists must be better in making that message clearer.
But there is also a difficulty from the other side. I think there is a detachment of policymakers in relation to scientists, and they are not really taking into consideration much of the scientific knowledge that we have nowadays in their decisions.